Hey, Brooke. I literally just opened my eyes, so I'm gonna get dressed real quick, and then we will sit down and have our little chat. I didn't realize how tired I was, but I had a really emotional Celebrate Recovery meeting last night, and I don't know. It was good. It led to some really good conversation with my husband last night, so that's a bonus. But because I stayed up so late conversating with him, it means that I did not get much sleep. So I'm getting dressed, and y'all are going to hang out in the kitchen with me for just a moment while I prepare coffee and my protein shake. Oh, am I muted? Am I not coming through? Oh, there we go. Okay. But I am very excited because in my readings yesterday for Celebrate Recovery, God really heavily put the verse that I put in our description for today's live on my heart. Hebrews 13 verses 1 and 2. And it talks about hospitality and how we are called to be hospitable to all. So, hey, Patrick, I'm going to finish getting dressed and then I'll turn my camera on here in a moment. I overslept. But I needed it. Sometimes you just got to accept, your body's telling you that, hey, you're not overlooking this step. So many times I will put off. Next thing I know, oh shoot, I am so burnt out and I'm collapsing from exhaustion. So I stopped pushing myself like that. If I need the sleep, life will still be there when I wake up. As long as I don't ignore my paying job and my kids. Not necessarily in that order, but yeah. All right, I have clothes on. Hello. And I still need to get my bonnet off and brush my hair. And I gotta find still waking my house up. What was I trying to say? Gotta find my hairbrush. I need coffee first. That's step number 1 here. Did he make another? No. I got all excited. I thought maybe there was coffee in the pot already. Put you all up here. Bear with me, folks. We usually have a bit more of a professional setup. Maybe I won't put you up there. What the heck? Guess I'm doing this one-handed for this morning. I think I'm just going to take my protein powder with me to work. Because I'm not hungry right now. So I'm not going to put anything on my stomach if I'm not hungry. I will admit I fell off the wagon last night. I had a moment of emotional eating right before bed. Not much. It wasn't bad. I had an apple and I had a small roll with some cheese. But the roll was definitely not keto, obviously. So I overslept, so I didn't weigh myself this morning. But I only work till 5 tonight. And so I'll come home and I'll put my kitchen in order as best I can tonight. Take the trash out, stuff like that. And then, yeah, no thanks. I'm very happily married and I don't compromise my relationship for anything. Hey, Mash. I gotta feed my sourdough too while my coffee is brewing. All this stuff I usually do off camera. 2. Sure, Brooke. 3. 4. 5. And 6. My favorite Bible verse. Ooh. Oh, I love that. That is a great question, Brooke. Ooh, you'll have to give me. I may not have an answer for you today. Whoop. That is not what I want to do. I don't want to show you guys inside my cupboard. I'll have to think about that and get you an answer. I love how he did that. That's actually genius. Okay. My husband fed my starter for me last night. I had to start a fresh one. Yeah, I'll have to put some thought into that. Today's is really good. I don't know if you're reading along, but today's verse is Hebrews 13, verses 1 and 2. And watch me get into my Bible and have to correct that. I highlighted it last night because it made me so happy. And not leave that sourdough starter sitting on stuff. Nice. Let's see. Whoa. Philippians 4. Oh, yes. Brooke, that has been such a strong narrative in this house, especially through my husband's leg break. Something we've had to remember. Mash, what did you read? Focused. Family will be waking up soon. I hear pitter patter little bean feet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's such a good one, Brooke. Hebrews, mash. No, that's probably too much. Ah! So I need 50 grams of water. You know what? Dribble. There. If it's 51, I don't care. Oh, look at that. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so there's my water. Now the flour. Ah! You guys. Good morning. Your tummy hurts. Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? And I want $1 million. How do we ask for things?
Can I please have some?
Yes, let me finish what I'm doing here. I gotta get my coffee. I have to do my Bible study. So, you guys, I am working at the moment, all right? Y'all remember what that means? It means that I am actively streaming. And that's my job, so we need to be respectful of the people that have chosen to come and hang out with us this morning. Brooke says good morning, guys. They're hanging out in the cupboard because I don't have my stand out here in the kitchen, and I'm not gonna like move my whole setup for the few minutes I was gonna be out here. So, can you go grab my mug and Daddy's mug off of the end table out in the living room? Thank you. Huh? Mugs. Coffee mugs. In the living room. There was a full instruction there. You need to listen to the full instruction, please. 5-7. I just happen to have you guys up in my mug cupboard until I'm done with what I'm doing. Oh, my sourdough is starting to look so pretty. Thank you.
What sourdough? You're making another sourdough?
Well, I'm making a sourdough starter, but it's not gonna be ready till next Friday.
Sourdough bread was amazing.
Thank you. I do enjoy it. This has been an exciting hobby for me to pursue. And it doesn't smell rotted, so that's a good sign. Look at that. I'm so excited. It always makes I feel so accomplished when I... Why does it look like my coffee pot's leaking? What is happening? No, thank you. I'm quite content with my husband. Sissy, go into your box and clothes, please, and find yourself something clean to wear. I'm gonna wrap up my stream by 7:30 and maybe 8 o'clock, and we'll do your hair really quick. I need a fresh coffee cup for this cover. No, it's not. I have one God, and He's head of the church. I have one husband that represents head of my household. I guess we're using lights today, which is good. She needs to go and find clothes, so that's not a bad thing. I'm trying to figure out why my coffee pot is spewing water everywhere. What happened? Definitely you are headed in the direction of being timed out on the channel, just so you're aware. I don't mess around with that. I'm loyal to my husband. I went through a lot of crap to get to where we are. God has been faithful. So I'll continue to be faithful to Him and to my husband. That being said, today's verse, Brooke, I know you read it, so I think you should seek Jesus. Dead man. I think you should get yourself a Bible. I don't know where you're at, but I know that Salvation Army, last I was told, gives them out for free. So you're not even out anything. And I think you should crack it open and you should read the book of John. Because I'll tell you what, friend, book of John talks about the amazing sacrifice that our Lord and Savior gave us. All right, children. One of you unplugged my ring light. Absolutely, Brooke. I keep mine in my bag, so it comes with me everywhere I go. I'm like scrambling to get ready now. I've got my coffee. I had my sleep bonnet on my head because I woke up late. It protects my hair while I sleep, so it's easier to style in the morning. Hey, Adrian. Can you grab me the pink hair clip that's on the counter there? Your leg just hurts? Well, maybe you need to go back to bed and sleep so it can heal. Huh? I can't understand you when you're talking into the wall. Turn around and talk to me. What's up? Oh, your tummy just hurts. Okay, all right, I'm trying here. I'm sorry I overslept and Daddy's still sleeping. I'm gonna use this as a mirror for a second. There we go. Yes, part. Yes, that is how it should be. That'll work. All right. Do you want to help your brother with the cereal? Do you need me to get it down?
I only need getting it down.
I need a new hairbrush. Holy Toledo, I'm losing bristles left and right. All right, so new hairbrush is on the list. Check my account, see if I can get that work today. It's a box. That's why we homeschool. What? Whoa, your hair. Did you take your hair out?
I forgot to last night.
No, that's fine. If you took it out right now, that's good. I'll brush it when we're done here. Can you go into my bag and get my Bible out for me, please? My work bag that's hanging by the door. Thank you. Get my coffee stirred. Get a sip of that into my body. Hello, Katerina. I feel like you've been here before. It's just been a while. So, Brooke, yes, we have a copy from our church's collection.
I got the Bible.
Thank you. from our church's collection that was loaned to us, and then they just said, well, don't worry about it, hold on to it so you have that extra one. We have, each of us have our own copy. Have it one that was gifted to us with our married names on it. That is the home Bible, and it's just kind of available for everyone. Yes, love.
I just need help getting it down.
Okay, let me get this open. Aha! I was quoting it right. All right, guys. So today the verse is, I will get it down in just a second. Let me read this really quick and I'll come get it down, okay? All right. So now that we're way off track, hang on. Yeah, dead man, you're creeping me out, man. But that is not in the spirit of today's verse. I say that and immediately God's like, excuse you, that's my child. Today's verse, Hebrews chapter 13, verses 1 through 2. Keep on loving one another as brothers and sisters. Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by doing so, some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. You know, and continuing on to verse 4, this is specifically for dead man. No, I want you to hear this really quick so you can understand. You and that Anthony guy that was in here earlier. Marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept pure. For God will judge the adulterer and all the sexually immoral. Keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God said, okay, so that went too far. But verse 4 specifically, God will judge the adulterer and all the sexually immoral. Katerina, are you talking about the hospitality verse we were reading? Verse 4 jumped out because there are so many people in the chat today that are making comments that are making me uncomfortable. But yeah, no, I love that one too. And if you love that one, I'm going to turn over to Romans chapter 12, verse 13. That's one that I lean on heavily as well. It says, share with the Lord's people who are in need. Practice hospitality. A hospitality kick ever since we went on a women's retreat in November. Hang on, let me get them their cereal down. Let them get started on their morning. Give me just a second. Sorry, guys. I didn't forget you. Here, got my hair clip going off. Are you capable of pouring, sis?
Yes, I know how to do it.
Okay. And you can use a mug. This mug. Okay. I'll grab you another one.
Maybe you can start.
Oh, okay. Cereal. Use the plastic spoons in the bag in the drawer.
A bowl?
You know,
No,
sorry, sis. You okay?
What again?
That's okay. That happens.
If you're the monk, you
I feel like I'm missing something.
I want to.
Sorry, guys. Morning is chaotic here today, apparently. So I'm trying to get myself pulled together so I can get ready for my day. Excuse me.
Because I said, Mug, here's Hello Kitty mine.
Well, then make sure you're not filling Hello Kitty to the top because you don't need that much cereal. And Adrian, if you have a mug, it's so tiny, you can have a second bowl.
Yeah.
You can have a second cup full of cereal if you need it. Okay? Well, I don't have a clean bowl. I got home really late last night. I didn't have time to do dishes. Okay, if the shape of the vessel that is holding your breakfast is so important that it's making you break down, it may be that you need to go back to bed. You may still be tired. Come here. Come here. Hey. Hi. Come here.
guys. Hang on, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. 4-year-old in crisis. Love him to death. He's at that age where everything feels huge. Ah!
Okay. That is done.
Oh, that's so much better. Hi, folks.
Here you go, Adrian. Don't make a
I feel
mistake.
like we are chaos gremlins this morning.
And what's your
That's kind of how I think Tuesdays are going to have to be, though, because Mondays... Well, no, because going forward, so I work next week will be a little crazy. But then after that, I will not be working Mondays or Wednesdays. In fact, I have to go have that conversation with them. No, I don't, because the printed schedule is the same as what my work app told me. The thing is, I hadn't seen it printed until yesterday. And so it felt like it was catching me off guard. But once I looked at the actual dates and not just the way the calendar was up on the board, I realized that I was the one that was, But yeah, I think if we, coming back to our Bible study for the day, if we lean into the fact that God calls us to be hospitable at all times, how much will that help us when it comes to always being prepared? For me, it's an inspiration to get my house in order and really focus on that so I can be hospitable. Good morning, love.
Good morning.
There's coffee made. I just didn't pour it for you. Yes. What? You can keep the bag out of the box. It's okay. It's not that deep. But
Only about a foot.
Where do I put the bag?
you're not even fully awake and you're starting off. Leave it on the counter because you know your brother's gonna want some more. This is turning less into live streaming and more into, hey, have a window into my life because no one understands when I'm online. Oh, hashtag mom life. Not that this was very exciting before. But again, to that same purpose, we want to be hospitable, meaning we want our home always to be open. And for me, I'm trying to break away from entertaining so much, where it's like a show, it's a performance. You're making your best food, you're putting out your best china, you are serving your guests in a way that elevates ourselves. And I think if we move away from that, or if that becomes our natural state of being, say you just know that every morning you're taking your coffee in a fancy pot and cup, or you always burn fresh candles every day. Like if that just becomes, then that's part of your level of hospitality. And for me, I think that's the life that I'm stepping into. I always want to be ready to host. I always want to be ready for someone to walk through that door. A loaf of fresh bread on the counter and a full pot of coffee. You know, that's the life that I am trying to live. Fresh fruit. I want to be that person that has fresh fruit in a basket on my countertop, you know, rather than, hey, there's a bag of apples next to the stove somewhere. So yeah, it's just like, to that end, I am surrounding myself every day. Hey, why don't you sit up to eat, buddy, so you don't spill?
Wait.
I know, but laying down and liquids is not a good combination. That was a really weird place to be, sissy. That's not a good place to be. Can you scoot over by your brother? Pick your bowl up. Y'all are gonna watch a mom crash out. Live and in person. Please sit up. I want you to spill. Do you need help, buddy?
I can at least prep my coffee myself, yeah.
Okay.
I may request one of the shitlets in there to
Dad-
carry it over.
Daddy's gonna need help when he comes to sit down, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
I can.
Thank you. We are managing around here. We're actually managing quite well. I feel like, all things considered, I had a bit of a meltdown last night because I was dealing with some things, some stuff got brought up in therapy. I call it therapy. It's really not therapy. It's a recovery support group. But for me, it's calling upon and using tools that I learned in therapy. And it's great. I mean, I definitely am so grateful, but it had me thinking about some stuff. And I came home in an awful state of mind. I realized I'm holding on to a lot of resentment and anger. And I don't want to be that person because it makes me such an ugly, horrible person. Plus, it really messes with my digestive system. So I had a little bit of a crash out with my husband last night. And just kind of like unloaded on him everything. Which is why I went to bed late. Which is why there almost wasn't a stream this morning. But I felt the need to share that verse from Hebrews with you guys. And really focus on hospitality. I challenged the thinking. When I went to the class about the book, The Turquoise Table, in October, I challenged everyone to think outside the box and think about what the turquoise table looks like in this online setting. With us moving to a more digital age where a lot of people are meeting in VR chat rooms and live streams like this, or on TikTok or social media in general, what does it look like to bring hospitality to the online space? Where it's so easy when you don't agree with someone to just hit the block button. Oh, you can't see that shimmer at all. I wonder if I bring the brightness down. I still can't see it really well. What does that look like? How do we express God's love and hospitality through a situation like this, where it's so easy for people who don't believe or don't align with our beliefs to come in and troll and terrorize and just be a general nuisance. Like, how do you remain hospitable and leave the door open while also protecting yourself? And I feel like I want to develop this more and really dive into where God's trying to lead me with it. Because I'm wondering if that's something that doesn't need to be talked about more in our spaces. Like, we definitely need to talk more about how do we unplug? How do we connect with our community in person? How do we... Sophie said she would help you.
I know.
Now you're just going to play leapfrog with the counter?
I'm trying to decide where I want to sit and on my phone charged and such.
Okay. You gonna hang out in the room, or do you want to hang out with me, or what's your plan?
Deciding.
Oh, okay. Anywho, I think for me, it's just learning how to leave that door open. I spent so many years, I had it open. I had people abuse the privilege of my open door, but I wasn't being a good steward of my house. And so I let things go, and I prioritized my addictions over my family and my home. And so when people did want to come, they rightfully alerted the proper authorities and people in power to issues and got me help. Excuse you.
Down.
Come here, sis.
You can have a second of patience.
Did you see Daddy moving towards that chair? Yeah? Do you think he's moving towards like the door or the air mattress where he can't get back up? No. So if you had waited just a moment, let him sit down, then you could have walked in front of him, watching out for his cast. Right? Okay.
I'm also going to bring up another little safety here for you, Sophie. You got on the chair. That wheel with you see where my crutch is? You were going to slide into that chair. You put pressure on it. Here, let's go a little example here. I'm going to put weight on this one here so I don't have to worry.
Learning physics.
If I push on this chair.
No, like push it
Push
like
it that way.
like you're trying to move it.
Notice how my crutch moved? So, you push on that chair because you're trying to go across it. My crutch is touching the leg of the chair. You move it, my crutch moves. You see how I'm starting to put some weight on this arm? And it's sliding. So if I had my full weight on that, when you did that,
you could have hurt yourself.
it probably would have hurt. I could have. That's part of this patience thing. Awareness. Because it's not just you who would get hurt. Because I'd probably fall on you if you did that. We would both get hurt.
We don't want anyone getting hurt.
Okay? So I'm just bringing to your attention. You need to be aware. So, what I was doing was I was going to move this chair over here so I can plug my phone in and be somewhat nearby and still be present with everything going. So I was also still going to ask you to bring my coffee once I got seated. Okay, you may buy.
You are very helpful, Sissy. Thank you for hearing us out. You know, a great idea is setting a 5-minute timer. Doing a 5-minute tidy up in the house. Because in 5 minutes, I bet you they could get a lot more done than they think they could get done. Wow. I completely lost the plot here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get ready for work at this point. Did you get your
Sit on the counter, please.
rise in there?
I cannot. I just.
Sorry.
Clean it up, please.
There's a towel on the counter. You're gonna wash it anyways. How bad did you get it?
It wasn't too bad there.
Okay.
I told her I was gonna let her know. And she didn't have that patience to let me get ready here to be able to grab my cup of coffee from her.
Right. Alright. I'm almost ready here. That's good.
How about this? So, alright, now that I'm seated and ready, if you slowly can hand me my cup of coffee here.
Welcome to a day in the life of the Honeycuts.
Almost got it.
Now I can finish cleaning up my nose.
Hey, 1 second here. See that?
Here, because some was dripping from the bottom when getting it to you.
Oh, so much nicer.
You know why I went
Yes.
off the bottom? You know, because it came down through here, so you have a ring of liquid.
Oh, shoot. There's like. Well, we did have a hop and chat. I gotta tell you, I had to dive into Hebrews chapter 1, verse 4. I don't know if you heard me reading that one.
Oh. Was that the adultery?
Mm-hmm.
Cereal first.
I had.
We'll take it.
We're gonna gossip just a little bit here on the channel because it was earlier in chat, so is it really gossip? I had one person come in and ask what state I was in because he needs a snow bunny to spoil. I said absolutely not. Very happy with my husband. His immediate response, well, the husband has to go. I'm sorry, what? No, thank you. And I did hide him from the channel. He is no longer able to interact with the channel. I can't keep people from viewing my content and such, but as far as I know, but they cannot interact with it. And then I had another guy come in here say, oh, I just turned 20 and we should be cuddling and 2 is better than 1 and all this stuff. And that's why I was reading Hebrews 13:4. It just so happened to be immediately under the hospitality verse I've been sharing today. And I'm like, oh, hey, so God's talking to all of us right now and reminding us that what you're doing is wrong. What you looking for?
I have my bevel nearby here, and
I handed it to you yesterday. It was on the chair when I came home, and I moved it into the box. It might be under some stuff, but I think I put it in the box. And Sophie went through the box to get clothes. Okay. Ta-da! Yes.
you also pay me. What am I paying that?
Which one do you want?
Just a
Is it gonna be
second.
enough, or do you need to get one?
This one should be fine.
Okay.
And hey, do I have coffee yet?
Please take your minutes with water.
Or energy drink?
Please take your meds with water. I love you very dearly and would like to keep you around for more than 5 years.
But these other people.
You trying to get rid of me already?
No.
Coming in, Mom.
The immediate shift in tone. Like, I love you so much.
Nice catch.
Thank you.
It's okay. When you get a minute, start your mattress stuff.
Oh yeah, you can finish your breakfast, but get your bed made. Adrian, are your blankets in the washer if you had an accident? Yes or no? Okay, you need to get them in the washer.
Wait, did he have an accident?
Yeah, we're going through a regression phase. It happens. It's part of growing up. So, it's okay. Hey, you can wait. You can wait. Go finish your breakfast.
We both have tasks after breakfast.
Yes, but you can finish your breakfast. I'm gonna just take my tote of protein powder with me because I did not get a chance to wash my shaker bottle, but I can wash it at work.
I want to do it now so it's done and I can finish breakfast after.
Your cereal's gonna go soggy if you do that.
Well, you can at least start the process for it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can pull the plug. Cannot wait to put her on a real bed. But to be fair, I lived on an air mattress for a good long while at my mom's. I can't seem to build those to where I like them today. They just don't look
Got it.
right. Is it just me? Am I like going wacko? My eyelashes just look awful today.
Adrian. No.
Well, I look semi-professional, and that's what I need. I don't know where my NARS lipstick. There it is. So, chat, how is a way that you can practice some hospitality today? How can you go out into your communities and maybe host angels? Because we never know. Honestly, for me, I work in retail, and so I have to practice that on the regular. And it's about as difficult as it sounds. It's very hard with the way some of these people talk to me, to be loving and to remember that it's not my place to judge. It is not my place to be angry or rude. It's my place to love and let God. But chat's quieted down quite a bit. There's not many people here, so I think we're going to be wrapping it up pretty quickly here. I'll be able to give it more attention tomorrow. I don't work tomorrow, so I'm not on as much of a time restraint. So we'll be able to just kind of hang out a bit more tomorrow. And I get home at a reasonable time tonight. So I'll be able to get a decent amount of sleep, and so we'll be able to start normally. The thing is, what I think about when I think about rude people is we don't know what's going on in their lives. We cross paths with them for a snippet of their day. And so I use that to kind of encourage myself to at least not make their bad day worse. Because I don't know. Because I want them to walk away from my area at least having a smile. At least knowing that one interaction they had throughout the day. And I had a very good friend of mine remembered me from, goodness, it would have been 16 years ago. when I worked at a Burger King as a drive-through person. And we had this moment. We were just sitting there getting ready to play games. And she puts down her book and she looks at me. She's like, I was talking with you about you with a family member today or a friend or something. Anyways, she tells a story about 16 years ago. She was having the absolute worst day. Her wheelchair was breaking or it wouldn't cooperate or something. Appointments got canceled on them. Things fell through. Like the whole day was just falling apart. And so on a whim, they came through the Burger King drive-through and lore moment. So if you've been sticking around, great. If you've never been here, okay. My first name on my birth certificate is Sunshine. And so when I wear a name tag, because that's my legal name, when I wear a name tag and people see that, it's always a conversation starter. And that interaction between being able to be that smile and that good customer service and that genuine, hey, I hope you have a great day, it stuck with her for 16 years. And when she told me that story, I started like tearing up because it's like, I never thought about it that way before. I just thought about it from, hey, you don't know if you're the bright spot in someone's day. But having her tell me that story 16 years later reminds me that we never know who we're impacting. We never know what a person's going through and what a difference that smile and that, hey, have a blessed day, what a difference that's going to make. So, all that being said, guys, I have something in my eye I'm going to go deal with.
What?
And a child, too. I love you guys, but remember, God loves you more. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you said make it a big fuss. Grab a towel.